Hi students, this is the second video of this series of important questions. So we shall continue with our questions. So let us consider question number 11. So in question number 11, what we have is, we have that for a set of 100 observations, we have 100 observations. Okay, so that is n will be equal to 100. And then the assumed mean is given as 4. Assumed mean, we will take it as A will be equal to 4. And the sum of deviations, or let me take it as sigma di is equal to minus of 11, and the sum of squares of deviations is 257. So that is sigma di square is equal to 257. Okay, we have these values given to us. We need to find the coefficient of variation. Okay, we need to find coefficient of variation. So that is CV. Okay, and that the formula is given as standard deviation divided by x bar. Standard deviation divided by x bar into 100. Okay, so we need to find out the mean and standard deviation first of all and put it into this formula. So the mean x bar will be equal to, okay, we know that by assumed mean or shortcut method, we have x bar equal to a plus sigma di divided by n. Okay, which will give you, this is a is equal to 4 here as given, plus sigma di is equal to minus of 11. This is minus of 11 divided by 100. Okay, so finally what we have here is 4 plus, this is 4 minus 11 by 100, and that is equal to 0.11. Okay, so this will give you, this will be equal to 3.89, will be equal to 3.89. This is your x bar. Now we need to find out the standard deviation or sigma, or that is, let me take sigma square or variance will be equal to sigma xi square by n, minus sigma xi by n the whole square. Sigma xi by n the whole square will be equal to the mean itself. So that is, sorry, not xi, here in this case we need di, sigma di square by n minus sigma di whole square. Okay, that is the formula for variance. So we shall put the values. So sigma di square, what is di? Di is, sigma di square is given to you as 257. So this is 257 divided by 100 minus sigma di by n the whole square, that is minus of minus 11 by 100 the whole square. Okay, so finally, so here we have equal to, this is equal to 2.56. okay, so we have square root of sigma square equal to 2.56. we can calculate this thing. So therefore sigma will be equal to 256 is 16. okay, so it is 1.6. okay, it is 1.6. sigma is equal to, sigma or standard deviation is equal to 1.6. this is standard deviation SD equal to sigma. Now what is coefficient of variation? CV will be equal to sigma by x bar into 100. okay, so that is sigma is 1.6 divided by x bar is 3.89 into 100. okay, so that will be equal to, finally it will be equal to 41.13 percentage. You can calculate this thing and get 41.13 percentage. okay, so this is the coefficient of variation, 41.13 percentage, option A. Now question number 12, if AM and GM for two numbers are 5 and 3.2 respectively, then the GM will be dash. okay, what we have here is the arithmetic mean is given to you, AM is equal to 5, and the harmonic mean is given to you. What is the harmonic mean? Harmonic mean is equal to 3.2. okay, So from the arithmetic mean, what we have is a plus b by 2. Okay, let me assume that a and b are the two numbers. Let a and b are the two numbers. Okay, so then a plus b by 2 will be equal to 5. Okay, a plus b by 2 is equal to 5. So we can have a plus b is equal to 10. Now the harmonic mean, that is equal to 2ab divided by a plus b, that is equal to 3.2. So AB will be equal to A plus B divided by 2 into 3.2, and that is equal to, this is 5. Okay, 5 into 3.2. Okay, A plus B by 2 is equal to 5. So 5 into 3.2, which is equal to 16. 5 into 3.2 is equal to 16. So AB will be equal to 16. AB will be equal to 16. So we have AB equal to 16 and A plus B equal to 10. So which are the two numbers whose product is equal to 16 and the sum is equal to 10? By factorization, we know that 16 we can have, say, 8 2s are 16 and 8 plus 2 is equal to 10. So the two numbers are, let A is equal to 8 and B is equal to 2, or it can be A equal to 2 and B equal to 8. That doesn't matter. The order is arbitrary. Okay, A is equal to 8 and B is equal to 2. We need to find the GM of A and B. Okay, geometric mean of A and B is defined as square root of AB. So GM is equal to square root of A into B. Okay, what is AB? AB is equal to 16. So it is square root of 16. Okay, we really do not need to find out this A and B actually. If we want to find out A and B, this is okay. Otherwise, we can directly go for AB, root of AB, which is equal to, this is root of 16 and that is equal to 4. Okay, so we have the geometric mean as 4. Next question is question number 13. In this case, dash are used to find the measure of central tendency, dispersion and skewness. Okay, which of the following are used? Okay, so median is used for measuring central tendency, but not dispersion. Dispersion, mean deviation about the median, it is used, not for skewness. Deciles also not used. Quartiles are used everywhere. All three cases, quartiles are used. Okay, so the answer is quartiles. The next question. Which of the following companies, A or B, is more consistent so far as the payment of dividend is concerned? Say the dividend paid by company A is given as 5, 9, 6, 12, 15, 10, 8 and 10. Same way, the dividend paid by another company B is given by 4, 8, 7, 15, 18, 9, 6 and 6. We need to find out which company is more consistent in paying of the dividends. So we need to calculate the coefficient of variation. Okay, coefficient of variation. So if we compare the variances between the two companies. Okay, so first we need to find out X bar and then coefficient of variance by finding the standard deviation. Okay, so this is the table that we are creating. We just write down all these values here like this. Okay, so then 5 square is 5 5s are 25, 9 9s are 81, 6 6 are 36, 144, 225, 164, 100. Okay, so we have the sum of this sum sigma xi. When you add all of them, you get 75. You get 75, and when we add all these sum of squares, what we get is 775. 775. Okay, now we need to find X bar. X bar equal to, why? Because coefficient of variation is equal to standard deviation divided by X bar into 100. Okay, this is what we are going to find for company A and company B. Okay, X bar will be equal to sigma xi divided by n. Okay, n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 divided by 8. So what we have here is 75 divided by 8, which will give you 9.375. Okay, so 75 divided by 8 is equal to 9.375. 5. Now we shall go for the standard deviation or sigma xi square. Sigma square for company A. Okay, sigma square for company A. What we have here is equal to sigma xi square by n, sigma xi square by n minus sigma xi by n the whole square. Okay, so this will come out to be 775. Okay, 775 is the sum of squares divided by n. N is equal to 8 minus this square of this item. Okay, that is 75 by 8, 75 by 8 the whole square. When you calculate this thing, what we have here is 9. Okay, so what we have is sigma the standard deviation of company A will be equal to 3. Standard deviation of company A will be equal to 3. Okay, so now we need to find out coefficient of variation of company A. That is equal to sigma A divided by x bar into 100. Okay, standard deviation of A is equal to 3 divided by, what is x bar? X bar is 9.375 into 100, and that finally will give you, what we get is 32. Okay, what we get here is 32. We can calculate this thing and get it as 32. Same way, we need to find out the mean of the observations of the other set of observations of company B. That is, here the sum will be equal to 73. This is sum is 73. So square 4 4s are 16, 8 8s are 64, 7 7s are 49, 225, 18 square is equal to 324, 324, 81, 36, 36. When you add all of them, what we get here is 831. This is 831, sum of yi square. Okay, so what we need to find here is again y bar. Y bar is equal to sigma yi divided by n, which is equal to 73 divided by 8. So what we get is equal to 9.125. Okay, this 73 divided by 8 is equal to 9.125. Okay, now we need to find out the standard deviation or variance. First of all, sigma square is equal to sigma square of company B will be equal to summation of yi square divided by n minus sum of yi divided by n the whole square. Okay, when we put the values, what we get here is 831 divided by n. N was equal to 8 minus this is 73 divided by 8 the whole square. When we calculate, what we get here is 20.61. We get 20.61. So therefore the standard deviation sigma of B will be equal to square root of 20.61, which will be equal to 4.54. Okay, standard deviation will be equal to this much. Now the coefficient of variation CV of company B will be equal to sigma of B divided by y bar, okay, into 100, which is equal to, this is equal to 4.54 divided by what is y bar? Y bar is equal to 9.125 into 100. When we calculate, we should get 49.75. Okay, so here we can observe that. Let us observe what is the difference. So the coefficient of variation of company A is 32 and the coefficient of variation of company B is 49.75. What we observe here is coefficient of variation of company A is less than coefficient of variation of company B. So therefore this one is more consistent. Okay, company A is more consistent. So the option will be option A, that is company A is more consistent. Next question. What is the coefficient of range for the following distribution? We need to find the coefficient of range for the following distribution. What is the coefficient of range? The formula of coefficient of range is coefficient of range will be given by, it is given by L minus S divided by L plus S into 100. We need to find out L and S. Okay, we can use the formula. L will be the largest boundary point, highest boundary point, and S will be equal to the smallest boundary point. So here these are exclusive classes. Okay, sorry, this should be exclusive classes. These are not exclusive classes. So we need to convert them. So L will be equal to, the largest observation will be equal to 59.550, and the smallest observation will be equal to 9.50. So we can put the values in this. So coefficient of range will be equal to L minus S. So it is 59.50 minus 9.50 divided by 59.50 plus 9.50 into 100, which when calculated will give you 50. The numerator here is 50 divided by 59.50 plus 9.50 is 69. Yes, 69 into 100. Okay, so that will be equal to 72.46. Okay, so the option is 72.46, option D. Next question. Next question is question number 16. An aeroplane flies from point A to point B at the rate of 500 kilometers per hour. Point A and point B at the rate of 500 kilometers per hour. It is going like this, and then coming back at the speed of 700 kilometers per hour. What we are supposed to do is find the average speed. We use to find average speed, we use harmonic mean. Okay, average speed is equal to harmonic mean of A and B. Okay, A is equal to 500 kilometers and B is equal to 700 kilometers. So that is equal to 2 times AB divided by A plus B. Okay, so what is this? This is 2 into 500 into 700 divided by 500 plus 700. Okay, so finally what we get here is equal to 583.583.33. Okay, you can calculate this thing in the calculator, 583.33, and that is equal to option B. Okay, next question, question number 17. For a moderately skewed distribution, which of the following relationship holds? For a moderately skewed distribution, which of the following relationship hold? We already know the formula that mean minus mode is equal to 3 into mean minus median. Okay, we also have 3m minus 2x bar. Okay, 3m minus 2x bar is equal to mode. Okay, so this formula can be modified into this form. Okay, mode is equal to 3 median minus 2 into mean. Okay, so therefore option C is the correct answer. Now, question number 18. Dash and dash are called ratio averages. Clearly, ratio averages are harmonic mean and the geometric mean. The harmonic mean and geometric mean are used to calculate the ratio averages. Which are the ratio averages? We will be using the ratios, percentages, and computing the average rates of increase and decrease. Okay, so average speeds and everything is calculated using harmonic mean. Rates of increase and decrease are calculated using the geometric mean. Next question, question number 19. A sample of 35 observations has mean 80. 35 observations has mean 80 and standard deviation as 4. A second sample, okay, there are two samples, S1 and S2. There are two samples, A and B, for example. So here mean, the first sample is sample A. It has mean as x1 bar is equal to 80 and the standard deviation is S1 is equal to 4. The second sample of 60 observations, okay, in the first case the observation N1 is equal to 35. In sample B, what we have here is X2 bar is equal to mean is 70 and standard deviation S2 is equal to 3. And what is N1? N1 is second sample, the number of observation is 65. So, N2 is equal to 65. We need to find the combined standard deviation. Okay, combined standard deviation is N1 S1 square plus N2 S2 square plus N1 into D1 square plus N2 into D2 square divided by N1 plus N2 under the root. Okay, and where X bar we need to find out Di square, D1 square and D2 square. So, all these things will be done. Okay. So, let us calculate that. So, what we have here is standard deviation of the combined sample is X bar. Okay, first we need to find out the combined mean X bar. X bar is equal to N1 X1 bar plus N2 X2 bar divided by N1 plus N2, and that will be equal to what is N1 X1 bar? The N1 35 into 80, this is 35 into 80 plus 65 into 70, 65 N2 into X2 bar divided by N1 plus N2, that is 35 plus 65, 35 plus 65. On calculating, we get 73.50, 73.5 as the mean, combined mean. Now, what we need to find out is Di. Okay, Di will be equal to what is Di? Di is equal to Xi, X1 bar. So, D1 is equal to X1 bar minus X bar, which is equal to 80 minus 73.5, which will give you 66.5, 6.5, and D2 will be equal to X2 bar minus X bar, which is equal to what is X2 bar? X2 bar is 70, 70 minus 73.5, which is equal to minus of 3.5. Okay, so the combined standard deviation can be found out using the above formula. So, in the above formula, we have all the values S1, S2, N1, N2, D1 and D2. So, we shall just put the values here. So, combined standard deviation will be equal to N1. N1 is 35 into what is S1 square? S1 square 4 for the 16 plus, or let me put the values. What is this? 4 square. This is 4 square plus N2 is 65 into S2 square. S2 square is 3 3s are 9. That is, let me put 3 square plus N1, that is 35 into D1 square, that is 6.5 the whole square plus D2 square. D2 square is not D2 square. This is 65 into D2 square minus 3.5 the whole square divided by N1 plus N2. What is N1 plus N2? N1 plus N2 is 35 plus 65. This is 35 plus 65. This is combined standard deviation. The square root of this quantity is combined standard deviation. So, finally, when we calculate, so what we get here is under root of when we calculate everything inside, what we get here is 34.21. Okay, and this will give you 5.85. So, this is called the combined standard deviation of the given sample, 5.85. Let me see, where is it? 5.85. Option A is the correct answer, 5.85. This is combined standard deviation. We need to remember this formula to find the combined standard deviation under root of n1 into s1 square plus n2 into s2 square plus n1 into d1 square plus n2 d2 square divided by n1 plus n2. Next question is question number 20. Question number 20, what we have here is x and y are related to each other in this relationship, x minus 4y equal to 20, and the quartile deviation of x is given to you. What is the quartile deviation of y? The quartile deviation is not dependent on the change in origin, but it is dependent in the change in scale. Okay, so we can write this as y. See, we have x minus 4y equal to 20. So we can write it as x minus 20 equal to 4y. Okay, so we can convert again this thing as y is equal to, y will be equal to 1 by 4 into x minus 20 by 4. So here this item is called your B and this item is called your A, and we know that QD, quartile deviation of y, will be equal to modulus of B into quartile deviation of x. Okay, what is modulus of B? 1 by 4 into what is quartile deviation of x? Quartile deviation of x is given to you as 12. So that is q of x. This is qx is equal to 12. Okay, given to you. So we shall put 12 here. So this 4 into 3, that is equal to 12. So quartile deviation of y is equal to 3. Next question is question number 21. In question number 21, we see that the extreme values have dash effect on the mode. Mode is not affected by the extreme values, so it has no effect on the mode. Okay, next question is question number 22. The mean salary of a group of 40 female workers is 5,200 per month, and that of a group of 60 male workers is 6,800 per month. What is the combined salary? We already know how to find out the combined mean. Okay, combined mean salary. What is the combined mean salary? We need to find out the combined mean salary. So again, we know that here N1 is equal to, here it is say female and then we have male. Okay, N1 is equal to 40 and N2 is equal to 60. Okay, and here we have the mean of the female workers is equal to x1 bar. X1 bar is equal to 5200 and x2 bar will be equal to 6800 rupees. Okay, we need to find the combined mean. X1 bar or x bar equal to N1 x1 bar plus N2 x2 bar divided by N1 plus N2. This is the formula to find the combined mean. Okay, we just need to put the values and calculate the combined mean, and that is equal to, what is N1? N1 is 40 into x1 bar is 5200 plus N2 is equal to 60 into 6800 divided by N1 plus N2, that is 40 plus 60. We can further calculate this thing, and what we get here is 6160. Okay, this can be calculated. So x bar is equal to rupees 6160. This is your option A, 6160. Next question number 23. Which is the best measure for dispersion? We always know that the best measure is standard deviation because it is rigidly defined, mathematically defined, and it is based on all the observations, as well as it is not affected by sampling fluctuations very much. Okay, also it has some desirable mathematical properties, so we can say that standard deviation is the most suitable or the best measure for dispersion if you have a choice. Next question number 24. We move on to the question number 24, as the mean and standard deviation of x are A and B respectively. Okay, so mean of x bar will be equal to A and the standard deviation of x, sigma of x will be equal to b. Okay, then we need to find out the, and let y be equal to, y is equal to x minus a by b. We can write this as y is equal to 1 by b into x minus a by b. Okay, we know that the standard deviation is affected by change in scale but not by change in origin. Okay, so if y, capital Y, is equal to a plus b into x, then what we have is the standard deviation of y, okay, SD of y will be equal to modulus of b into the standard deviation of x. Okay, so here the mod b, this is b and this is your a along with the sign. So what is modulus of b? It is 1 by b, modulus of 1 by b into, or b, standard deviation of x is equal to b. So we have b here, and so we have 1 as your answer. So option C, 1. We can take this as minus 1. Okay, minus 1, which is correct. Option C is the correct answer. Next question is question number 25. In question number 25, we have a typical question. Suppose a population has 100 observations, say from 101 to 200. Okay, and another population B has 100 observations, that is 151 to 250. So clearly, what we can see that they are consecutive observations from 101 to 200, and what we can see here in the second case is also that they are consecutive numbers. Okay, 100 consecutive numbers. So if V of A and V of B represents the variance of two populations, then what is the ratio of their variances? So clearly we know that, so these are consecutive numbers. Okay, so the standard deviation is not affected by change in origin. So if we subtract 100 from each of the observations, the A becomes okay. If we subtract 100 from each of the observations, A becomes say 1, 2, 3 up to 100. Correct. Same way, if we subtract from each observation 150, this becomes 1, 2, 3 up to 100. And we know that the standard deviation of the first n natural numbers is equal to n square minus 1 by 12. Okay, it is n square minus 1 divided by 12. So we will, in this case, both the numbers are same, so therefore the standard deviation again will be same. Okay, both are almost same level, the deviations will not be different. So therefore the variance will be, the ratio of their variances will be 1. Okay, the ratio of their variances will be 1. Okay, the answer is option B. Next question, question number 26. In question number 26, if there are two groups with 75 and 65 as harmonic means and containing 15 and 13 observations respectively, then the combined harmonic mean is given by the following. Which of the following? Okay, what we have here is there are n1 is equal to 15 observations and n2 is equal to 13 observations. The corresponding harmonic means is equal to 75 and the corresponding harmonic mean of the second set of observations is 65 respectively. Then we need to find out the combined harmonic mean. Okay, very simple. It is n1 plus n2 divided by 1 by h1 plus 1 by h2. Okay, n1 plus n2 divided by 1 by h1 plus 1 by h2, and that will be equal to, this is 15 plus 13 divided by 1 by 75 plus 1 by 65. Okay, this can be written as, after simplification we can get 5 into 28 divided by 2, which will be equal to 7070. Okay, the option is 70, option A, 70. Next question, question number 27. the GM of 4, 6 and 8 is dash. The geometric mean, we know that it is the square of the observations divided by the whole raised to 1 by n. So, we know that if we have x1, x2 up to xn, there are n observations. So, the GM will be equal to x1 into x2 into up to xn, the whole raised to 1 by n. So, there are 3 observations. So, it is GM will be equal to 4 into 6 into 8, the whole raised to 1 by 3. Okay. So, this is 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 2 into 2 into 2. Okay, that is equal to 8. Okay, 2 into 3 is equal to 6 and 2 into 2 is equal to 4. Okay, the whole raised to 1 by 3. So, for 3 we can have 1, 2. For these 3 we can have again 1, 2. What we are left behind is with 1, 3. 2 into 2 into cube root of 3. What is cube root of 3? Cube root of 3. Cube root of 3. So, this is 4 into cube root of 3. If you calculate this thing, what we get is 5.77. Okay. Cube root of 3 into 4 is 5.77. We can use the calculator to find out. So, that is it for this question. Next question. The mean and standard deviation of 100 observations are 65 and 7.03 respectively. Then this is for a group of 100 observations, is 65 and 7 respectively, 7.03 respectively. If 60 of these observations have mean and standard deviation as 70 and 3 respectively, what is the standard deviation of the group comprising of 40 observations? Okay, fine. So, what we have here is a situation where the combined standard deviation and combined mean is given to you, and we need to convert them, means find out any one part. Okay. So, here the situation is, say, if 60 of these observations, say n1 is equal to 60 and n2 is equal to 40, we have the total number n1 plus n2 as n, that is equal to 100. Okay, the combined number. Now, here we have the combined mean which is given to you. Okay, so we will be taking x1 bar is equal to 70 and x2 bar is unknown to you. Okay, and this is S1 which is equal to 3 and S2 is equal to unknown, but we know the combined standard deviation as 7.03 and the combined mean x bar as 65. Okay, so we can reverse calculate each of the values. So, we have x bar is equal to n1 x1 bar plus divided by n1 plus n2. So, this gives you what is x bar? X bar is 65. 65 is equal to n1 into x1 bar. N1 into x1 bar is equal to 60 into 70 plus n2 into x2 bar, that is 40 into x2 bar. This is 40 into x2 bar divided by 100. Okay, n1 plus n2 is 100. So, finally, when we calculate this, what we have here is 6500 equal to 6 7s are 42, 4200 plus 40 into x2 bar. Okay, so this will give you 6500 minus 4200 divided by 40, which will give you x2 bar. So, this implies that x2 bar is given to you as 57.5, which is equal to 57.5. Okay, so we can calculate this thing like this. Now, what we have here is this combined standard deviation. We need to find out x2 bar is there. Let me write down in the table itself. What we have here is x2 bar is 57.5. So, we will write down here as 57.5. Okay. Now, we need to find out this one. Again, what is the formula to find that? Combined standard deviation, we need d1 and d2. What is the d1 and d2? X bar minus this. Okay. So, we shall calculate that here itself. What is d1? d1 d1 will be equal to x1 bar minus x bar, this is 5, and d2 will be equal to this minus this, okay, x2 bar minus x bar, and that is equal to 65, 60, this is 57, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 point something, so 7.5, it is 7.5, it is 7.5, okay. So therefore S will be equal to under root of, or S square will be equal to under root of, without under root, this is n1 s1 square plus n2 s2 square plus n1 into d1 square plus n2 into d2 square divided by n1 plus n2, okay. So we shall put the values, we shall substitute the values. When we substitute the values, what we get here is, so we shall substitute the values, and when we substitute the values, we get S square. What is S? S is known to us. S is known to us as 7.03. So 7.03, this is 7.03 whole square will be equal to 7.03 whole square will be equal to n1 into s1 square, that is 60 into 9, 60 into, okay, equal to n1 is 60 into 3 3s and 9 plus n2 is 40 into s2 square, we don't know s2, so it is s2 square plus n1 into d1 square, so it is n1 is 60 into d1 square is 25 plus n2 is 40 into d2 is 7.5 the whole square. 7.5 the whole square is 7.5 the whole square. Okay, 7.5 the whole square. This is 5 square. I shall write the square later. Divided by 100. Okay, so 7.03 whole square, and when we calculate this thing, we get S2 as S2 square. S2 square will be equal to 16.3. So S2 will be equal to under root of 16.3, which is equal to 4.03. Okay, this is what we can calculate. After calculation, we shall get 4.03 as the answer, the standard deviation. So what is the standard deviation of the group comprising of 40 observations? It is 4.03. Option B. Next question, question number 29. Question number 29, quartile deviation for the following data. We need to find out the quartile deviation. So to find the quartile deviation, we need to find out the quartiles. Okay, Q3 and Q1. So what is the quartile? Formula is Q3 minus Q1, Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2 is equal to your quartile deviation. Okay, so we need to find out Q3 and we need to find out Q1. So for that purpose, what we need to do is we just need to prepare another table of cumulative frequency. What is the cumulative frequency? When we add the numbers, here what we have here is 3, then 3 plus 4 is equal to 7, and then we have 15, then we have 19, and plus 1 is equal to 20. So total number of observations is 20. Here n is equal to 20. So Q1 is equal to the n plus 1 by 4th value. Okay, n plus 1 by 4th value, which is equal to, what is n? N is equal to 20. So 20 plus 1 is 21. So 21 by 4th value. What is 21 by 4? 21 by 4 is 5.25. 5.25 fifth value. Okay, 5.25th value means which one? Where is the 5 point something? So what we have here is 7 observations are here. So what we have, Q1 is equal to 3. Q1 is equal to 3. So Q1 is equal to 3. Same way, what is Q3? Q3 will be equal to 3 into n plus 1 by for 3 into n plus 1 item. Okay, 3 into n plus 1 by 4th observation, and that will be equal to 3 into 21 by 4, 3 into 21 by 4 earth value. Okay, what is this? 21 by 4 is 5.25 into 3. So 3 into 5.25, and that is equal to 15.75, 15.75th value. Okay, 15.75 lies here. Okay, so it is 5, Q3 equal to 5. So therefore what we have here is quartile deviation. We can find quartile deviation using this formula, Q3 minus Q1, that is equal to 5 minus 3 divided by 2. That is again 2 divided by 2, which is equal to 1. Okay, very simple and easy to calculate. Question number 30, the final question for this video. If x and y are two random variables, then v of x plus y is given by which of the following? We already know that v of x plus y is equal to v of x plus v of y. Okay, so option A is your correct answer, not this, not this, not this, not this. So hope you like the video, and shall be taking the remaining questions in the next video. Thank you.